But just down the street, where you see the food truck, that's Fisher. Fisher is one of the coolest neighborhood breweries in Utah, I think. Should we go check out the front? Let's do it. The Fisher Mansion crew back in the day, making the Fisher beer. That's fucking rad. It's a place to hang out, dude. This is like the neighborhood bar. You can bring your pets in, go through here. They opened their space to here, so now there's a second bar within, and then they got a bar up top. This is their event space, so now they rent this out. And you can have your weddings here, you can have your bar mitzvahs. Your breeze can come and do your thing. That's local guy made that. It's like the old school Fisher brand, Fisher name, Fisher logo. Just like classic nostalgia. I love these guys. Let's go in. Let's go in. They put this like AF on the front. I promise you that probably wasn't there 100 billion years ago.
So this is where Fisher Brewing started?
About 100 yards yonder. This is the owner, German immigrant. This is his mansion that he posted up right by the brewery. And so this is, I think, the only thing that's standing, this and that little cottage behind it. The porta potties have not been here this long, but.
Okay. Do you know about how long it's been like boarded up?
Yes, I think since 2020, after the earthquake happened,
wow.
Some damage happened. This was deemed a historical site in, I want to say 2008. Well, we're gonna learn all about that in that little hut.
Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna have little vendors. Usually they have a cornhole over here, little games, live music going, free water. Awesome food trucks, and then beer all day long. Seej. This is Tim right here, one of the owners.
Tim.
Yeah.
How you doing? Oh, hey. CJ, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, dude.
But we're gonna be flying around, bugging you, seeing all the things.
Oh yeah, well thanks for being here.
So then you got Colby, the head brewer down below. But like I said, you'll always see at least two brewers, or two owners of Fisher in the Fisher event at all times. This is this year's Fisher Mansion Beer Garden poster.
There you go.
I think I'm gonna get it.
What you looking for, David?
Nothing, I just noticed that new white one, the new white shirt.
Oh yeah.
Gonna have to collect them all. It's like a deck of cards, like a Magic the Gathering or something.
What do we want to drink?
Depends on what you like. I mean, if you're gonna ever drink a beer and you see the brewer, you always ask the brewer what he's drinking now.
What are you drinking right now?
B, what'd you get?
The Oktoberfest.
That time of year, you have to.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Look at that, that's beautiful. You're on the spot now.
That's good. What do you get?
Oktoberfest?
Oktoberfest.
Fisher beer? Can't do it. I don't know what's gonna happen, but there's a Fisher Mansion tour schedule. What time is it? It happens in 6 minutes.
Hi.
Hi.
So a lot of people who come here already know something about the complex, why this event is happening here. Some people don't. Essentially, this is the last remnant of what used to be a huge complex.
Okay.
Sort of a center brewing in all of Utah. This is the Albert Fisher Mansion. Albert Fisher was one of the beer kings of Salt Lake. He immigrates from Germany.
Got all the way to Utah? Holy
he knew where people like beer. And
Wow.
in the 19th century, people loved beer here. I heard a fact, and I have to still document where it comes from, but I've heard from many people that Salt Lake brewed more beer than any other city in the United States, save Milwaukee, in the late 19th and first part of the early 20th century.
Okay.
So we had the Salt Lake Brewing Company, we had the Fisher Beer. If I'm not mistaken, even Brigham Young had his own brewing company for a
Okay.
while. This kind of lays out the neighborhood and illustrates Albert Fisher's empire. So this is the Glendale neighborhood. You see the Jordan River. You follow the Jordan River. You see, we're here. This is the Fisher Mansion. And this is the Fisher Mansion carriage house. The yellow is wood. The pink is brick. So everywhere you see a yellow square is a wood house. Pink is brick, and I think the blue is, adobe or some other weird material. Over here is the big brewery that sat adjacent to the house. The Fisher beer that people are drinking just to the side of us is produced by essentially the third incarnation of the Fisher Brewing Company.
Okay.
The first is established by Albert Fisher, again, the man who built this house. He runs Fisher Brewing until 1917, which is the year he died. Also, the year that the state of Utah decides to put a prohibition on alcohol. I don't know if the stress of prohibition
Killed him?
helped move him along. But the Fisher Brewing Company then closes through the 20s and really opens in the 1930s again. Reopens because Albert Fisher's son reestablished this as a brewery. And all of Albert Fisher, the senior's brewery, still survives up through the 1930s. They invest about $250,000, a huge amount back then, to make this the king of breweries in Salt Lake. This is top of the line. And that runs through the 1950s when it's sold to a company called Lucky Lager, who then sunsets the Fisher beer in the 1960s and then ultimately goes out of business. Through the 70s, 80s, this is abandoned. For a hot second, is going to be transformed into a shopping mall similar to Trolley Square, but ultimately that doesn't go through. And it's demolished, save for one or two walls, which are now embedded in the power plant over here to the side. Both this and this structure are designed by a man named Richard Kletting. Richard Kletting is another German who trains in Paris, like the Sacré-Cœur. It's a huge white church that sits above Paris. I think he ultimately decides he wants to be a big fish in a small pond rather than a small fish in a big pond. He migrates to America, somehow finds himself in Utah, and he becomes, as people oftentimes refer to him, as the father of professional architecture in Utah. He helps not just design great buildings here, including the state capitol building. That's one of his buildings.
Oh, snap.
But also fosters a lot of young architects
Interesting.
to put down roots here. How this would have functioned as a carriage house, you would have brought your carriage, your wagon through here. You have to imagine away all the glass, all that's modern, of course. That would have been open. I love how they left some of the original infrastructure. You have this huge wheel that would have helped open the doors. You would have unhitched the horses. You would bring the horses in here. You have to imagine away this wall, and you'd have to imagine smaller walls, smaller partition walls here. Those are stalls for the horses.
This is a story.
This is the urine trough for the horses.
Nice.
Here would have been the tack room.
Come.
But you have to imagine this would have been a place where you would have mounted all the saddles.
Okay.
And then upstairs would have been the hayloft. And I can take you up there.
Let's go, team. So this is original brick then?
Yeah, all original. Whoa. Imagine away all this metal. None of this would have been here. This would have been storage. This huge space would have been where the hay was loaded, starting with this door here. You see this big beam, this huge reinforced beam. It extends out of the building If you look out here, you can see a hook there. And that's where you put a rope, attached a big hay bale to that pulley, and then pulled it up here and then swung it in here. This is where I think you really see the genius of Richard Cletting. The biggest problem you have in this space is the flammability of hay, especially wet hay that's off-gassing. This is a very comfortable space now, but that's only because layers and layers and layers of heat barriers have been put on this roof. This would have been blazing hot. Imagine July with hay. Yeah. So everywhere he throws a window to provide ventilation, and ultimately he constructs this elaborate rafter, right? Yeah. To create a cupola, which is not just decorative, it's also the ultimate place where heat and all that gas from the hay can exit, so this building doesn't go up in flames. It's really just a beautiful structure. Now it's been here, well, since 1901, for 125 years. Alma Fisher, Albert Fisher's wife, is finished with his house. They donated it to the Catholic Church, who maintained it as a convent, I think, through the 1970s. And then, ironically, or not, it becomes a drying out house for alcoholic men. Of course, recently it's been restored to function as city offices. You know, this resource, again, city-owned, has been easy to ignore, because this has been in the back 40 of Salt Lake. Yeah. This has been nowhere's land, but you're already selling condos across the street. Who knows if a huge Major League Baseball stadium won't exist a few yards, you know, to the north here in, you know, 5 years or so. I mean, this is kind of the new frontier of Salt Lake, whereas before it's just been, again, industrial wasteland. Yeah. So I think the page is turning on the Fisher Match, and hopefully we'll see good things happen.
Hell yeah, let's go. So the great-great-grandson is one of the owners.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But this is the original layout. This is the center of beer production.
And that is exactly what I wanted. I mean, how are you doing today? That hat looks really well on you.
Oh, it feels good too.
Good. Look at that, you got fishes right here. This is history in a brewery in Utah. That's wild to me. I love it. And I love that my friends are still making this a thing, making it happen. I mean, there's more and more people showing up as the day goes on. So now you got live music going. Got kayaks randomly. Now we have all the things. So you got one owner, you got Tim, one. You got Colby, two. Then you want doing the awesome stance, Steve Brown. There's three owners right here. What's up, brother? I haven't seen you in a minute. It's so good to see you, dude.
Yeah, you as well.
No one's a hero beside things from this town. It ain't just when you and 16 real good crap sugar. Go your home, live in your automobile.
And three. Here you go. Try to go flat with it, yeah? So flat. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey! Natural. That was a no-looker. You didn't even look at the board. You ready? Oh, good call.
With lost purpose.
Oktoberfest, sir. I saw the Beat Saison came back.
Oh, yeah,
You still throwing them in the bright? Digging them out?
Footsteps above, but no one's upstairs.
How long did it take you to get all those out?
like an hour.
We've been in lots of situations. We tried to be
Good. Did you clock out for those?
once in a while, my life feels
Thanks, brother.
superstitious.
Cheers, my man.
You better not ring that bell.
You know how to make beer. Damn good beer. First one. Damn. How are you today? Good, thank you. Did you make these shirts? Oh.
No, I just made friends with this guy. He did.
Oh, sweet. Like local artists?
I don't know if it's local. We need to ask him. Are these local artists?
So that one is actually, that's a High Fives adaptive sports collab that we did. So their art team designed that one. But we have 2 different shirts that we've done with High Fives now. And a portion of the proceeds go back to the High Fives.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
There you go. We got our answer. This is a Seej on the beach. That's what I see you wearing.
Ooh, those colors are nice. Yep.
Yeah, that's you. This is when I have a midlife crisis. This one's named 7. They got the jersey fill. Oh, you saw Rugrats. Remember Rugrats?
Oh, yeah. Rugrats or Rocco's?
Rocco. Yeah. All right. It's a party. If you're wearing this shirt, it's a party, yeah? 100%. This screams, I'm an alcoholic.
That definitely does.
That's Margaritaville.
I like that one.
Almost SpongeBob, but jellyfish.
There you go. I'm glad you know your
I like
SpongeBob.
that.
I love this. When he was talking about going inside, I want to go inside that, but I want to be able to have events inside that. How are you today? Good.
These 2 for you. You can get whatever you want. I like corduroys.
I've never seen you light up like that. Fisher Beer, the best swag in town. It feels so Barbie. Not bad, huh? Oh, I want to see V's reaction. Hold on. Does Dad look good in this hat? Yes or no?
Yeah. 100% yes.
Oh, it goes well with that new haircut. Actually looks fire.
Got warm for me.
Colors.
Oh,
Okay, Fisher Beer.
man, girl, you got a vibe right now.
Yeah.
Fisher Beer.
You never make it time.
You guys mind?
How's it going, man?
I'm good. How you doing?
Doing good, dude.
There's nothing but a dusty wooden road. It's licking around the saddle road. And I'm speaking of a place where the flowers don't ever bloom. Oh, at the Red Saloon, talking about a place where the people start gambling and move. Oh, at the Red Saloon. Oh, at the Red Saloon. I got the back and forth blues. I got the back and forth blues. I got the back and forth blues again. I got the back and forth blues. Oh, Dan and I were throats burned dry and souls that cry for water. Nights are cool and I'm a fool and each star is a pool of water. Pool of water.
had this yet?
I did. It's very good. That's how beer should taste.
Beer flavored beer.
It's good.
Well done, brother. Thanks for making good lagers.
That's what Fisher Beer does.
That's what Fisher Beer does.
I ran out of the first batch of Fisher Beer the day we opened, and I've been chasing Pilsner ever since that day. I mean, it's been a vexing.
I remember.
But that was the only lager we had on at that time, and that's the only beer, lager is the only beer we've ever said that we would have all the time. We run out of everything else, but we've only ever tried to promise that we'll have Fisher Beer. So that's been the guiding light, has always only been Fisher Beer.
I remember watching that brew house. There's a tank here, there's a tank here. We're gonna put tanks everywhere we go. Now we're doing 20 barrel batches of Fisher Beer.
Yep. Now we have 9 in that room.
Damn. Do you have a hard time keeping up with Fisher Beer?
Still a hard time. And Cerveza, I didn't do myself any favors. In 2018, we brewed Fisher Cerveza for the first time. And I just did that on a whim on a random Tuesday. And that sold out. I collected the yeast, thank God.
I think that's what we go in between, those two. And then the white pale, we'll throw it in there.
The White Pale is great.
White Star.
The White Star,
that's
yes,
great.
yes.
Yeah, that's a good hoppy beer on night.
Every time I go to Fisher, I get a Fisher Beer, and then I try a couple other things. I mean, if the Beet Saison is on, or the White Pale, I'll have those, and then I always go back to a Fisher.
Your beer is called the Fisher, like it's just the Fisher. Fisher Beer, yeah, I'll grab Fisher. Well done, Kobe. You created a great culture, great community over there.
Thanks.
Thank you, man. You have a really good team, you four. You guys really play to your cards.
No, it's been a good marriage.
Yeah.
For sure. That's not very many. 4 people as adults have a hard time agreeing on anything, you know?
It's like a band.
No, that's been
Who's Ringo?
Who's Geddy Lee?
Yeah. Thanks, Kobe. You're the bee's knees, dude. I love this.
Fresh beer is better beer, and local beer is the best beer.